Hey YouTube, wanted to make a video today about city gardening. As you can see here, my garden is out in the middle of a concrete slab. And so what we've done is put everything into raised pots. We've got blueberries and strawberries over here. All kinds of stuff. We keep some medicinal plants in the garden just to make sure, because you never know. Asparagus. Not asparagus. This is just like a shoe cubby that we repurposed, like a wall decoration. Knocked that down and put dirt in it. Now this is all kinds of plants growing over here, tomatoes and whatnot. And a lot of it will grow way outside the boundaries of your box. There's no box down there at all yet. All this stuff is supported from the minimal amount of dirt found in each one of these squares. I would say each one is probably only 10 by 10, and at this point only have about 6 inches of dirt. You can grow all kinds of stuff like chard. We got rainbow chard growing, Swiss chard, all kinds of tomatoes and peppers back there. This was broccoli. I'm letting it go to seed right now, but this was some really big broccoli. It was very productive. Keep our raspberries in a box. This was peppers. This is their 4th season, so these guys look like they're about ready to get yanked. I'll probably pull these all out and replace them with new seedlings. The seedlings I generally start indoors in a windowsill and then bring them outside to plant. This was another box that I created out of 1x6 or 1x8s, and these are it's all filled with dirt. The potting soil that I buy is Black Magic, and it's a mixture of like vermiculite, coconut hairs, and bat guano. So it's some really, really good stuff. I got this thing draped over it right now just because of this tree. This tree drops these little blue balls that look like fake blueberries, but they'll sprout all in your garden. So you just have to do with what limited space you got what you can, you know. I got some potatoes growing right down there under that. I keep all these things on here to keep the neighborhood cats out, because the cats will come in your garden too. More berries right there. Then I got some fruit trees. I built this box for these fruit trees. This was just 2x8s or 1x8s stacked on top of each other and reinforced with 4x4s and 2x4s. But that's a nice pear tree on there, so we've had this boy for about 2 years. Pear trees, fruit trees in general, take a long time to yield fruit. This one right here is a peach tree. They're small and manageable. I actually put this one in the dirt this season, and it's doing really, really well. But I had this tree for 3 years in a pot, and it was just fine. Citrus tree. This is mandarin oranges. Built this little box for it. This is a dwarf lemon tree. They make dwarf varieties of most fruiting trees, so you can get those to save on space. Bookshelf, repurposed with felt bags, and these are grapes. I've had these grapes growing for 3 seasons, and they are highly productive. That's your red table grapes down there, and Concord grapes for jelly on top. Another pear tree. Now this pear tree is only a year old, and as far as season goes right now, it hasn't put anything on yet, but we'll see, it'll get there. This was a kumquat tree. And then I got some new grape starters for this year. That one there and this one here. They're both those red table grapes because they're delicious. Blueberries, new blueberry starters. These are actually clones that I took from the blueberries that were back at the beginning. This is our other kumquat tree. A braided apple tree that I've been making. This one I've been doing for a few years now. It's pretty cool. This is a Chinese date tree. This one's going to serve 2 purposes because of its thorns. They're very sharp. It's going to bush out in the corner of my yard right here and provide me with a little bit of yard protection. This was peas. The peas, I grew this set right here, and it yielded us a whole bunch of peas. I don't know, probably 300 or 400. So I took the biggest ones and you set those up to dry. Now this is going to be your seed stock, so that I can plant again. And that's what we do with all of our plants, because I plant heirloom variety seeds. Now modern GMO seeds, most of them are called Terminator seeds, which means that they will not produce seeds for the next season. I would highly suggest getting heirloom seeds. They're excellent variety, and they work out really well. This is the herb box. Everything's kind of in between right now. Got a little bit of cilantro left back there. Some rosemary. This is English thyme, and this is lemon thyme. The lemon thyme has medicinal use also, so is the sage. And you can even cultivate things like this. Cactuses. Pretty cool. So yeah, guys, that's my city garden. If I can do it, you can do it too. Alright, YouTube. Have a good one.